Oh, that's a nice looking card that we got here. Not bad. I approve. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you. I am the Layback Gamer, and we're back with another card review for Elder Scrolls Legends. Not one of the Houses of Morrowind cards, although there will be one later on in this video. But in fact, this is the monthly card reward for March, and that is Frostscale Dragon, a 9 mana dragon, 6/6. Summon, deal 4 damage to an enemy minion, and 1 damage to all other enemy creatures. I meant, by a minion, I meant creatures. And of course, epic quality, monthly reward, as per all standard monthly reward cards. And it's dual class, so it means you have to use it in strength and intelligence, which up until this point meant you could only ever see it in one deck. However, with Houses of Morrowind, you could see it in, I believe, more than one deck, more than one different types of decks. You could see it in Dagoth, you could see it in... Well, that's actually all the ones I know, but you could see... I don't... Is Telvenni? Not Telvenni, no, Rederin's doesn't have strength. Intelligence. I don't know. I don't know all the houses that are in Houses of Morrowind, but I do know we will be seeing this card in not just Battle Mage, but Dagoth, Urdex, and all sorts of cards. Or not cards, all sorts of decks. In my opinion, I think this is a pretty good card. Yes, you do have to put a little bit of grind into it in order to get the Frostscale Dragon out. Yes, it is only a 6/6, which can be, at that point in the game, it can be easily cleaned up. Manacora from Intelligence, Piercing Javelin from Intelligence, Tazcad can take this guy out. Territorial Viper, which is honestly just an all-around answer for anything, and in Strength, what else? Well, just a really buffed up creature. Vigilant Giant, actually, could take this out. But the summon effect, I like it, because it basically says, alright, I'm going to take one creature, smash it out of the park, and then deal little bit of damage to everything else. So if, say, you manage to get some of your opponent's creatures weak enough, and you have a couple on board, play Frostscale Dragon, boom, got it. The other interesting thing about this is, and I kind of just thought of it on the spot, but I don't know how this interaction would work, but say you play Set's Masterwork, which says it checks it at the start of the game if you had one of every card in your deck that was single. Or if you have only one of every card in your deck, everything costs one less. And then I thought, hey, wait a minute, Dragon Mound turns all of your cards in your deck into dragons. Does this get around that rule? Because technically, you've started with your entire deck started with anywhere between 50 to 70 different cards. So you get an additional -1/-1? In which case, you could play, say, Frostscale Dragon. You could start off with playing a Fire Dragon. Let's go find it, actually. I believe it was introduced with Heroes of Skyrim. Let's go on to 7 cost. Yeah. Wildfire Dragon, which costs 7. 7 to 9, you discount them both by 4. The total of that is set 18, discount, or not 18, 16 minus 4, which is 12, so you could easily play that on turn 12. 1 Wildfire and 1 Frostscale. If that interaction works. I don't actually know. I'm now very curious to test it out. I'm gonna... When House of Morrowind comes out, I am definitely going to be testing that. I might soul summon a Wildfire Dragon, although I do have a few Heroes of Skyrim packs waiting to be opened for our pack opening episode, which is going to be on the 15th of April. I will remind everybody again a little closer to that date. But I'm curious to know if that would work. Set's Masterwork combined with a Dragon Burial Mound. I was about to say Dragon Bone Pit for whatever reason. Combine those two together, you're effectively reducing the cost of all your creatures in your deck by 2. So, and in theory, it should work, because if we check Actually, I could just check. Oh, really? Let's just go ahead and check promotional set. Siege to Stros Makai. If you started the game with no duplicate cards, so by that it should work. You should be able to play both of them. I don't know why anybody would, but I think it would be interesting as well. You're now getting dragons for 2 less, which is pretty big. So let's just go ahead, go all sets. I don't know, I'm getting completely off topic here. Well, I meant all. But, anyways, to get back on topic, Frostscale Dragon, yes, it's a little bit high, but it's very effective, and you can cut. And if you manage to combo it out with any of the other dragons, it works. Well, not any of the other dragons, just any other area of effect. I only mentioned Wildfire Dragon, and because, well, it was the first thing that came to mind. Actually, Dragon Priest Mask works really well with that, getting another hit for 4 damage on another creature of your choice, and 1 damage to everything else. All that goes really well. Devour works with every dragon. And this is just the dragon interactions. Can you imagine all the other stuff that I could really interact with? Well, it's another thing that you can get from Dragon Mound, which, since I think it's going to be a pretty good card. Not like a super awesome card or like auto include, but you know, it's a good late game card. It buffs Dragon Mound up by a little bit, which we haven't seen. I haven't seen any dragons so far, and although I haven't been actively looking, I did accidentally on the Facebook page spoil myself for one of the dragons. So, or not one of one of the Houses of Telvenni. I imagine we're going to see a dragon, probably something for Dagoth Ur. It would make the most amount of sense since the Dagoth house has been all but extinct. What they believe to be, what the other houses believe to be wiped out, and now they're coming back, and who knows? They could have powerful dragon servants. But I'm just gonna get a little ahead of myself. Where I do think it's gonna go well is in well, since I'm only gonna have one copy of it, it would work really well in my Battle Mage deck. Right now, I do have a lot of late game cards, but it could always use some different ones. I'm looking to replace Mechanar with something, because while Mechanar he's cool, but not someone I really want to have around. Oh, also while I'm thinking of it, since you can use up to 3 attributes. You can easily get the benefit from anything that brings him back from the grave. So Grave Singer. I almost said Grave Singer. Falkreath Defiler. Soul Tear is the one that I was thinking of, because imagine you get him back through Soul Tear, and you've already dealt quite a bit of damage. But you can do this on turn 12. Play Soul Tear. Play your dragon right away. Now you get a threatening body, and you've probably just cleaned up a couple creatures on your opponent's board. However, it sucks against just big, very massive, just huge monsters, essentially. Or huge creatures. My bad, not monsters. Not everybody in this game is a monster, but if you do, say, Devour, and because I can actually talk about that now, since Houses of Telvenni is going to come out, and I'm pretty sure you can use Intelligence, Willpower, and Strength all together. I do apologize if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can. Use those 3 together. You can Devour one of your opponent's lethal creatures, play the Frostscale Dragon, and basically just a massive board nuke. Or Mundus Stone gives you lethal, and you're good to go. Or even best case scenario, you're just you're almost about to die, and and either Mundstone or Devour gave your ward scale Drain. And you just deal 4 damage plus 1, so you get a minimum of 4 health back, and a maximum of 11 back, which can be huge, especially if you wipe out a few creatures. Absolutely huge. Alright, so, but yeah, to get back on topic, after I got off topic, I do think that our Frostscale Dragon is pretty good. It's not going to see play in all decks, but definitely going to be in the singleton format. Definitely going to be a good late game. I try to come back and take away, just take away your advantage, and I can't wait to see this get played. I think it's going to be pretty good for Battle Mage decks, and any deck that can use strength, willpower, or strength, intelligence, and either willpower, agility, or endurance. I think it's going to be pretty good. Now I'm going to go attempt to find the other card that got revealed and I accidentally saw. So I will be back in 1 second. Alright, so here is our new card, Telvenni Catspaw. Again, I believe it's on. If you, well, I apologize for if people are trying to go without spoiling. I was trying to go without spoiling. This was the only new card that I saw. But that's part of the House of Morrowind expansion. So I thought I would also take a quick cover of it on the channel. Telvenni Catspaw, Dark Elf, 3 mana, 2/2. Only House Telvenni class. Last gasp, draw a card. If Telvenni Catspaw was sacrificed, draw 2 cards instead. So this immediately he brings value to sacrifice, because now you have cards that are now benefiting from sacrifice. Yeah, it's great that you get a card, always nice. But if you sacrificed it, you just willingly gave up a 2/2, you get 2 cards for the price of just paying some mana, really. And sacrifice is if you choose to sacrifice a friendly creature, the effect is amplified. So I think there was one that I believe it was 4 mana, give a creature -2/-2, sacrifice, give a -4/-4 instead, or something along those lines. I don't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, so this is a good creature you could sacrifice. And like I said, it has the last gasp, so it works really well. Now, unfortunately, not so well if you play a Necron Mastermind, but when you play Necron Mastermind, you obviously get to keep the card, but just not get as much value from it. But yeah, I'm gonna assume that most of the House Telvenni cards are gonna have either sacrifice, or they're gonna give you a little bit of extra bang for your buck, essentially, if that makes sense. I forgot what I was about to say. Okay, but that is going to end today's card review video. Got to see Frostscale Dragon, as well as Telvenni Catspaw. Really excited for the new expansion. I will be doing a pack opening stream. I've decided not to do it on Hearthstone. I'm going to focus. I was originally going to do it on Hearthstone as well as this, a bit of a pack opening to celebrate both the new expansions come out, but I've decided that I'm not going to bother with Hearthstone for a long time until I actually believe that that the game's going to be enjoyable and fun to play again. So that means that we're going to be getting a lot more Elder Scrolls Legends cards. Or not Elder Scrolls Legends games, not cards. Thank you everyone for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anyone who you think will enjoy my content. Next time on Elder Scrolls Legends, we will be attempting to go for the Gravedigger title, which I did do a count up, and unless I miscounted, I didn't actually get 50 creatures in my graveyard in the first game. So we're going to go ahead and try it on a different map. I have another one in mind. It's on the Fall of the Dark Brotherhood. I think it's actually in the same chapter too, but I'm unsure. No, I just thought of an even better one. So can't wait to try to get that achievement there. It's going to be, well, hopefully that's going to be the episode that we get it. But until then, guys, take it easy.